Hello, everyone. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, whatever time you're joining. Today, I'm answering a question that came after the live shows about introverts. So, how do you know if the lady you are connecting with or trying to invite out, date, or be in a relationship with? How do you know whether she is an introvert or maybe she's simply not interested in you? And it can be very confusing because a lot of signs, they are pretty much very similar. Introverts take time. People who are not interested in you take time too, right? They seem to not respond. It takes very long for them to respond. So it's for introverts. Sometimes they stay away from their devices. So I would say the main difference is you just have to be observant, and you should see very attentively the pattern. Is it that she never has time for you? You cannot get a date out of her? Or she just simply wanted to be more planned, structured. She wants to spend particular amount of time, but then she needs her time to recover and do her own thing. But if you make offers, if you send messages, in phone calls, and you never get a response, of course you are just wasting your time, my dear friends. Because when the person does not respond, it just, they literally trying to avoid the conversations, they try to avoid the explanation, they are just not interested. We can go into science of people and what you should do and what you should say, but you should not be really manipulating people into being with you. Even if somebody an introvert, they should have a desire to be with you. They should have a natural desire to spend time with you. Share your thoughts, guys. So whether or not they are keeping more to themselves and more reserved kind of person, or they are outgoing, or they are not interested, you just need to make your observations. Because in the end of the day, we learning all these things to be a better communicator. We learning all these things to be able to offer more. I would never recommend anybody to learn things to manipulate, right? We don't need to be learning things to become a manipulator. We learning how to express ourselves so we can be a better communicator, better person, better friend, and that's all. But if you tried your best, if you connected with a lady, she does not reply your messages, you invited her, you didn't even get a reply, no matter what country or culture or circumstance or psychological type she is, it's probably not gonna go very far. And the more you reach out, the more you push, the more you press, the less interest the lady would have, regardless of your type. So that's all I want to say. You have to understand that we are free people, and you cannot force we are free people. We cannot force it. We cannot force ourselves into nobody. So I just want to answer this question because somebody sent me a request, and I just thought, yeah, that's interesting. How do you really say, okay, she's introverted, or she just doesn't care? Okay, she's she's reserved, she's into me, but she takes her time to get to know me, or she's just suffering because she's trying to avoid meeting me or spend time with me. So when there is no positive response or no response at all, we all have to remember that we have to be a match. We have to be a match to the other person. And sometimes we think that we are a match. We think so because we like that person, we are interested in them, but we are really not a match. That's it. Of course, what if she's really shy? If she's really shy, she will still respond your message. Hello, good evening everyone. By the way, guys, I want to remind you that I am taking this week off, so it will be just random. I will try to pop here and there with some random video, but or once in a while, but I'm taking some time off. Thank you so much for the email, and I got your requests, so I will respond shortly, but probably in about a week, just because it's really important for me to recharge a little bit and do certain things behind the scenes. Hopefully it will affect overall, be a good positive break. Sometimes you need to take a break, right? So Leo, if you have particular situation, you can send me an email to consultveronica@gmail.com. But dear friends, we are out and about. I send you warm hugs from beautiful summer night, in this beautiful summer night. I send you warm hugs. Just use your logic. Certain things are the same in Ukraine, in Turkey, in United States. When there is no response and you did your best, that means no. And it's whether she's introverted or not. So with that being said, guys, I want to wish you a wonderful evening. Thank you so much. Please share your thoughts or circumstance or situation down below in the comments. I will take a look when I have a moment. Again, thank you so very much for the requests. Thank you again, guys, for joining the Patreon. I really think that it could be beneficial, especially for you guys when you have quick questions, when you want to have those videos available, the long ones. So all of this good stuff is coming to Patreon. I'm still gonna share some things this week, but overall, if you send me a request for consultation package or any other services, please remember that I'm taking this week off, but I cannot be too long without you guys, so of course I will pop here and there. So I hope I answered. Please let me know in the comments if you join this live video or you watch the replay. Let me know in the comments, have you had a situation like this? What are your signs and differences between person being not interested in you or just being introverted? Services, I offer different services, including people ask me questions and I help them figure out certain things in their relationships, especially with Ukrainian women, but not necessarily. I also have Patreon. It's like our club behind the scenes that we are building. So thank you so much everybody who has been joining. Sometimes too much knowledge and too much overthinking is bad, because you can convince yourself in things that literally do not exist, only exist in your mind. So I'm just asking you for common sense. If somebody never responds or not showing any initiative or reciprocity, that's probably for a good reason. A lot of women avoid telling the truth how they feel about you because they're afraid, they don't want to hurt your feelings, they don't want to tell you. They feel if they reject you openly, you're gonna be hurt, but if they just fade away, then you would be okay. Guys, what do you think about this? Probably not the perfect system, but a lot of women think that you will be hurt if they tell you the truth. Now, when I'm more mature and have more experience in life, I think it's better to say the truth as soon as you know, as soon as you're sure, so the person can move on. But guys, some of you, I'm just gonna finish with this. Some of you though, if the girl tells you the truth, you're gonna be mad, you're gonna call them names, you're gonna, not saying you on the chat, but just in general, you're gonna verbally abuse them. I have been in these situations where I needed to, sort of fade away or like disappear, because I knew if I would tell the person, when I tell them how I feel, they would attack me verbally and try to do these things, try to guilt you, try to force you to stay in a relationship with them, like mentally, but most of all verbally abuse you and say how ungrateful you are and what a terrible person you are. And I've seen that happening. So you have to realize that we don't belong to each other, and a relationship with somebody is a free choice. So remember, maybe you are too much, maybe you are crossing the boundaries, and the person does not respond to you because you cross all of the boundaries and pushed all the limits, and they are just really hurt. They don't want to get hurt, they don't want to get verbally abused, so they just block you. They know that you're gonna have drama and it's not gonna be good. Women do this too. It doesn't really depend, but men are more pursuers, and they do not want to lose good options. The ladies that they're really interested, they do not want to lose her. And sometimes women dread the conversation if you're already in a relationship with her, because once again, they do not want to be attacked or hurt. I mean mentally, verbally. So food for thought, guys. Let me know. Maybe there is something that you can suggest. Maybe there is something that you notice, the difference between the girl being interested in you, being shy, or being introverted. Please let me know in the comments. Thank you guys so very much. It's nice to connect with you, even just for a little bit. I will see you very soon, and have a wonderful evening.